Deep beneath the surface of the earth, hidden in rocks, rivers, and ancient sediments, gold waits silently, rare, elusive, and immensely valuable. But how do geologists know where to look? How can they separate a promising patch of land from hundreds of barren miles? In this video, we will uncover the fascinating methods scientists use to track down gold, from analyzing subtle geological signs to advanced geophysical surveys and precise drilling. By the end, you'll see that discovering gold is not just luck, it's a meticulous science that combines observation, technology, and patience. Geological indicators and mapping. The first step in gold exploration begins long before any drilling or sampling, at the scale of the landscape itself. Geologists rely on geological indicators, subtle signs embedded in the Earth's surface, to guide their search for gold. These indicators can be found in rock types, structural formations, soil composition, and even in the traces of certain minerals that often accompany gold deposits. Understanding these patterns requires careful observation, experience, and the ability to read the Earth's history recorded in layers of rock. One of the most important tools for geologists is geological mapping. By systematically surveying an area and recording the types of rocks and their structural relationships, geologists can identify zones that are more likely to host gold. For example, gold is often associated with igneous intrusions and metamorphic belts, where hydrothermal fluids have altered the surrounding rocks and deposited minerals. These rocks may exhibit visible quartz veins, sulfide mineralization, or distinctive color changes, all clues pointing toward potential gold deposits. Detailed maps that capture these features provide the foundation for further exploration and help narrow down areas of interest. Another key aspect of geological indicators is the identification of structural features such as faults, folds, and shear zones. Gold tends to concentrate in zones of weakness within the Earth's crust, where fluids carrying dissolved metals can travel and deposit gold. Faults, for instance, act as natural conduits for these fluids, and intersections of multiple fault lines often create rich mineralized zones. Similarly, areas where rocks have been intensely folded or fractured may provide ideal pathways for gold-bearing fluids. By mapping these structures and analyzing their orientations and relationships, geologists can prioritize certain areas for more detailed study. In addition to rock types and structures, geologists pay close attention to indicator minerals, elements that commonly occur alongside gold. These include arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and bismuth, among others. While these minerals are not valuable in themselves, their presence in rocks or soils can signal the potential for gold deposits nearby. Geologists collect soil and rock samples from the field, analyze their chemical composition, and create geochemical maps that highlight anomalies. These anomalies often guide the next stage of exploration, including geophysical surveys and drilling. Modern technology has greatly enhanced the ability to detect geological indicators. Remote sensing, using satellite imagery and aerial photography, allows geologists to identify large-scale patterns in rock formations, vegetation changes, and surface alterations that may indicate mineralization. Geographic Information Systems, GIS, enable the integration of multiple layers of geological data, producing maps that reveal subtle relationships invisible to the naked eye. Even drone surveys are becoming increasingly common, providing high-resolution imagery of inaccessible terrain and helping geologists plan efficient fieldwork. Despite the technological advances, the core of geological mapping remains the geologist's trained eye. Observing the textures, colors, and relationships of rocks in the field is an irreplaceable skill. A geologist may spend weeks traversing rugged landscapes, examining outcrops, and documenting subtle clues that suggest the presence of gold. This painstaking work forms the backbone of any successful exploration project, ensuring that subsequent sampling, geochemical studies, and drilling are focused on the most promising locations. Ultimately, geological indicators and mapping are about reading the story of the Earth. They reveal where hydrothermal fluids once flowed, where the crust cracked and folded, and where gold may have concentrated over millions of years. By combining field observations with modern mapping tools, geologists can transform a vast, seemingly barren landscape into a targeted, high-potential exploration area. This careful, methodical approach ensures that the search for gold is grounded in science, not just chance. Geochemical and geophysical techniques. Once geologists have identified promising areas through geological mapping and the study of structural features, the next step in gold exploration involves more precise and scientific methods, geochemical and geophysical techniques. These approaches allow scientists to detect subtle anomalies in the Earth's chemistry and physical properties, revealing the presence of gold even when it is not visible on the surface. By combining these techniques, exploration teams can efficiently target areas for drilling, reducing both time and cost while increasing the likelihood of discovering economically viable deposits. Geochemical techniques involve analyzing soil, rock, and water samples for trace elements that are commonly associated with gold. These elements, known as pathfinder or indicator elements, include arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and bismuth. While they are not valuable themselves, their concentration often correlates with gold mineralization. Geologists collect samples systematically, creating grids across the exploration area to ensure consistent coverage. Each sample is then analyzed in a laboratory using methods such as atomic absorption spectroscopy, AAS, inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry, ICP-MS, or X-ray fluorescence, XRF. The resulting geochemical data is plotted on maps, highlighting anomalies, areas where the concentration of indicator elements is unusually high. These anomalies guide the next phase of exploration, often pointing to zones where gold may be concentrated in veins or disseminated within rocks. Another critical component of modern exploration is geophysical surveying. Unlike geochemical methods, which analyze chemical composition, geophysical techniques measure the physical properties of rocks and soils. This allows geologists to detect structures and mineralized zones hidden beneath the surface. Common geophysical methods include magnetic surveys, gravity surveys, electrical resistivity, and induced polarization (IP) surveys. Each method has its strengths. Magnetic surveys reveal variations in rock magnetism that can indicate intrusive bodies. Gravity surveys detect density contrasts that may signal mineral deposits, and electrical methods highlight conductive materials, such as sulfide-rich zones associated with gold. Induced polarization, in particular, is widely used because it can identify disseminated sulfides, which often occur alongside gold. Integrating geochemical and geophysical data is a powerful approach. A geochemical anomaly may suggest the presence of gold, while geophysical measurements can reveal the depth, extent, and orientation of mineralized zones. Geographic Information Systems, GIS, are commonly used to overlay these datasets, creating comprehensive maps that guide exploration drilling. By combining multiple types of data, geologists can distinguish true targets from false positives caused by natural variability in soils or rocks. Field implementation of these techniques requires careful planning and expertise. Soil and rock sampling must follow strict protocols to ensure representative results, while geophysical surveys need precise instrument calibration and accurate positioning. Often using GPS advanced technology, including drones and remote sensing, can enhance geophysical surveys by providing high-resolution imagery and access to remote or rugged areas. The integration of traditional fieldwork, laboratory analysis, and modern technology ensures a systematic and scientifically robust approach to gold exploration. Ultimately, geochemical and geophysical techniques transform exploration from a speculative activity into a data-driven process. By detecting subtle chemical signatures and physical anomalies, geologists can identify the most promising areas for drilling and resource assessment. These methods not only improve efficiency but also reduce environmental impact, as targeted exploration minimizes unnecessary disturbance of the land. In combination with geological mapping and structural analysis, geochemical and geophysical techniques form a critical part of modern gold exploration, turning the hidden treasures of the Earth into tangible opportunities for discovery. Drilling and resource estimation. After identifying promising targets through geological mapping, geochemical sampling, and geophysical surveys, the next crucial stage in gold exploration is drilling. Drilling provides direct evidence of gold mineralization and allows geologists to assess the quality, quantity, and distribution of the resource. While surface observations and indirect measurements can indicate potential, drilling confirms whether a deposit is economically viable and lays the groundwork for resource estimation, which is essential for mining decisions. Drilling involves the extraction of cylindrical sections of rock, known as cores, from beneath the surface. Core drilling is the most precise method, as it preserves the rock structure and allows for detailed geological and mineralogical analysis. Another commonly used method is reverse circulation (RC) drilling, which is faster and more cost-effective for initial exploration but produces crushed rock samples rather than intact cores. Both methods provide critical information about the presence of gold, the type of host rock, the orientation of veins, and the grade of mineralization. By analyzing these samples in laboratories using techniques such as fire assay or ICP-MS, geologists can determine the concentration of gold and associated minerals at specific depths. The placement and spacing of drill holes are carefully planned to maximize the accuracy of the resource model. In early-stage exploration, drill holes may be widely spaced to cover a large area and identify major trends. As the project advances, infill drilling reduces the distance between holes, providing more detailed information about the continuity and grade of mineralization. This systematic approach ensures that the resource model is based on reliable, representative data rather than isolated observations. Once sufficient drilling data has been collected, geologists proceed to resource estimation. This involves using statistical and geospatial methods to calculate the total quantity of gold in a deposit and the distribution of grades. Modern software allows geologists to create three-dimensional models that visualize the shape, depth, and extent of mineralized zones. Techniques such as block modeling or geostatistical interpolation, kriging, are commonly employed to estimate both the volume and grade of the resource. The resulting models categorize resources into different confidence levels, typically defined as inferred, indicated, and measured, which guide investors, mining engineers, and regulatory authorities in evaluating the project. Resource estimation is not solely a mathematical exercise. It also requires careful geological interpretation. Geologists must consider the structural controls, alteration patterns, and mineral associations observed in drill cores and field mapping. Understanding these factors helps ensure that the model accurately represents the deposit and can predict the behavior of gold mineralization between drill holes. This integration of geological knowledge with quantitative analysis is essential for making informed decisions about mine design, extraction methods, and economic feasibility. Drilling and resource estimation also play a critical role in risk management. By providing concrete evidence of gold concentrations and the reliability of the deposit, these processes reduce uncertainty for investors and stakeholders. Targeted drilling minimizes wasted effort and environmental impact, while accurate resource estimation ensures that projects are developed sustainably and profitably. Without this stage, gold exploration would remain largely speculative, relying on surface indicators and indirect measurements alone. In conclusion, drilling and resource estimation are the pillars that transform exploration into actionable mining opportunities. Through systematic drilling, laboratory analysis, and sophisticated modeling, geologists can define the size, grade, and potential of a gold deposit with confidence. These processes not only guide investment and operational decisions but also illustrate the careful, scientific approach that underpins modern gold discovery. By turning indirect clues into measurable, quantifiable resources, drilling and estimation bridge the gap between potential and production, making gold exploration both precise and practical.